Look how cool this is. Almost nobody here.
This feels like a ghost town. A random act of kindness for someone in Peru.
Propina, it's okay. These sticks, they put them on the end of houses. This is their backyard here. Let's try our chicha from this chicheria. Oh, look at this! In the last one, we were at Maras salt mines near Urubamba, Peru. Today we just left to begin our walk to Maras, the town. They told us it's about a 30 to 40 minute walk from the mines. It ended up being a little longer than that. So this is what the walk to Maras looks like. We assumed it would be like a road, but we're going straight up some hills here.
Stopped for a water break.
Water and a coca bar. I keep noticing these shells. There are shells all around up here throughout Maras, the salt mines, and when we went on a hike yesterday trying to get to them, I noticed all these shells.
And we're high up right now.
Yeah, very high in elevation. Seems like there shouldn't be salt up here, but the salt is produced naturally at these salt flats. It comes from underground, and there are shells everywhere. So what does that say? This used to be an ocean up here, a saltwater lake somehow.
We don't know the history of it. We'll have to research it when we get back home more.
Yeah, let us know if you know more than us, which is anything. If you guys like traveling, and if you like travel videos, and especially if you're unable to travel at this time, then follow us, because we're still doing it, and we're traveling around the world, and we're sharing it all with you. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell to get notifications of every video. Oh, hello. Look at this. Just a boy walking his donkeys. Wow, so cool. I know it's just everyday life for these people, but whenever we see, especially a young kid that's doing work by himself, that's bringing his animals like his llamas, his donkeys, all alone and herding them to wherever they have to go, doing work, it's very interesting to us. Because those are the kind of things that you would never see at home in the United States. I mean, maybe if you're like in the deep south or something, but where we come from, you don't see that. You don't see kids working. We're exhausted, guys. This is he said it was a 30-minute or 40-minute walk. It's taken us much longer. We do take videos and photos, but I think
it's been at least an hour.
For a Peruvian running with Inca blood, maybe 30 minutes. But for us gringos, an hour if we're just walking.
We are exhausted, and it's been cool to do this in a non-touristy way. A lot of people probably take buses and cars to get to the salt mines, but we're walking in this flat farmland. Not much of anything.
Just walking on this trail and other kinds of trails just through farmland. We've seen a couple of locals go by, but no tourists, nothing of the sort. So it's cool. Real adventure. Doing something different.
We like this, but it's not easy.
And we asked one local who was passing us, we asked him if once we get to Maras, can we get to a restaurant? Can we get some food? Maybe a cafe? But it seems like it's a very tiny town, and he said at the moment most things or everything is closed. So wish us luck. We haven't eaten anything today, and we started at 4 in the morning, so,
and it's like
so we were hungry.
10:30 now or 11. I don't know, we're gonna have to get creative and see if someone will make us something.
Yeah, we're gonna go knock on doors and have them make us some eggs. So this is the road into town now. It even shows up on Google Maps as a road with a name, but look at it. Shows how small this place probably will be. This is the road into town.
Bunch of rocks.
Hola.
Hola.
Oh my god, look at this.
They're walking sheep, a ton of sheep on a road. Aren't they worried that they're gonna get hit by a car?
And now donkeys. Wow, this is a cool experience in itself. Just being here. It looks like everything is basically closed, but there are people walking their sheep, riding their donkeys.
This is another one of those days where we are doing cool things that we never planned on. We just kind of went with the flow, and here we are in the small town of Maras in Peru.
That's why places like Peru are very cool. You can just go on a walk, and it's better than some of the most touristic experiences that you can have in other countries. Just go on a walk. Guys, you know what this is? This is kind of like the entrance to the town, it looks like. No idea. This might be the plaza up here. Maybe it's closed, or at least closed to cars. Oh yeah.
Oh, hello.
So here is the plaza. We actually really like it here so far. There's not that much open, but look how cool this is. Almost nobody here.
I think this is the least amount of people we've seen in a city or town. There's just nothing. But it's cool.
So we continue the search for a restaurant or a cafe. Hey, this is a good sign. No pun intended.
We may have found something. This feels like a ghost town.
Let's check.
We found something.
Well, that place is pretty bare bones. They don't have any mayonnaise or any milk for the coffee that we just ordered. So I'm gonna go to the store nearby. And of course, Lindsay wants a palta. So if I can find avocado, I'll do that as well. So the only milk they have is a canned condensed milk, and I don't have an opener for the can, so she's gonna open it for me. Soy muy successful. Mayonesa, milk, and a palta for Lindsay. Okay, so I just got back and they actually served us right after I left, so maybe like over 5 minutes ago.
It came like 2 minutes after we ordered it though.
Wow. And look what we got. Lindsay says it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's the way she fries the eggs or something. But we got huevos con papas fritas, arroz, and then she added tomate, cebolla, and
Yeah, a little ensalada on the side.
Alex gets the Boyfriend of the Year award. He ran to a market next door to buy a palta for me because they didn't have any here.
And Lindsay gets not the Girlfriend of the Year award because she has a knife to the back of my neck.
Whoops. Creepy. You were really successful. You weren't gone that long either.
Let's give this a try. Okay, so we're kind of amazed at this meal. It's only papas fritas, arroz y palta, or no, the palta was ours, and eggs. And it's really good. Something about the way she cooks it. And then the coffee.
The coffee's surprisingly good. We have no idea how much this costs. We did not ask her beforehand how much each thing would cost.
We assume it's very cheap, especially in a place like this. There's nobody here. There's nobody in the city. So let's see how much it costs. Oh, and one more thing. We've been looking for another way to help out in some way, to give back to people.
We've been looking for an opportunity to do a random act of kindness for someone in Peru, and we have a feeling this could be a good opportunity right here. It's just this tiny little restaurant attached to, I think, her house, and her husband's here, and he's a lot older. So
it's an older couple, and they are working by themselves, running the front of this place and the back, cooking everything, doing it all alone, it looks like, and they don't have many people. in here at this moment. So we want to give back during this COVID time, this hard time.
We want to make someone's day. So we'll see if it feels right, and we will film the reaction when we hand her the money. You should show the old school radio. COVID news. ¿Cuánto cuesta, mami?
6, 12. Se harán en múltiples frentes. Primero, financiamiento a través de todos los programas de apoyo y acceso al crédito ya mencionado.
Oh, un momento. Propina para tu familia. Propina para tú y tu familia. Sí,
Propina, it's okay. It's okay. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias para todos.
Thank you.
Muy rico.
We think she really appreciated it. As you can see, she got all smiley.
She didn't want to accept it at first. She almost got like really bashful and confused. So we think she was a little in shock.
Yeah. So first of all, our meal was very cheap. It was 12, right?
12 sole. You guys, that's $3.
Sole. $3 for everything we got. And that just, come on, she has to make a little bit of money. Yeah. So we had to help her out. We gave her a 20 instead of the 12 because we thought it would be more like 20. And then we gave her 100 on top of that as a propina, as a tip.
So we gave about $30, maybe a little more.
Yeah, so
we were happy to do it. Hopefully it helps her out. I feel like everyone could use a little extra money, especially during these COVID times. And she could have tried to rip us off knowing that we're tourists, but she didn't at all.
Yeah, so that's what we're looking for when we do this. We're going to look for someone who's very nice to us, who doesn't try to rip us off during our travels.
Who doesn't expect anything like that.
Probably like a business owner, a restaurant, something like that, where they need the money, especially at this time when they don't have any customers. So
we want to keep making this a regular thing. If you guys have any cool, unique, creative ideas of different things we can do similar to this, let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear any ideas where we can make someone's day.
You cute doggy.
He wants belly scratches.
Guys, I know we've shown this several times in the videos if you watch all our videos, but I just love this. It's so interesting. These sticks, they put them on the ends of houses, and they put a bag on the end, like a red bag, sometimes blue, sometimes yellow on there. I don't know what that means exactly, but it means that it's a chicheria, which means they serve chicha, which is a corn beer. And you'll see these all over the place. Look, there's another one right there. So maybe we'll have another chicheria experience, maybe today, while we're walking around Maras. Hey, little doggy. Oh, look at this. What? They just keep coming. Well, all right, let's go to a chicheria. Wow, look at this. This is their backyard here. Cool.
Muchas gracias. Cat's trying to chase the butterfly.
Okay, so I had to use their bathroom, which is just in their backyard, and they don't have water for their toilet, so she had to fill up a bucket with water, and then after you go, you have to take the bucket of water and throw it down in the toilet to make it flush. I think a lot of people haven't experienced that yet, so I thought that would be interesting to tell you guys.
I sure have never experienced that. But it does seem everywhere you travel, the toilets are different. I know in some countries you just squat in a hole, and then the US obviously has different toilets. But also it's not easy to find a bathroom in Peru, so we said we'd buy some chicha, and she let us use the bathroom.
Yeah, so let's get a jar of chicha, hopefully some alcohol, but maybe not. Hello. Oh. Look at her.
It's
You
like
working?
Is it a sock?
Muy trabajo.
Oh my god.
The chicken cleaning the dishes, the kid working on
Allá hay
something.
muchas gallinas. Eso también es a gallina.
Ah, sí, gallinas. Amazing. Now let's go inside and get some chicha. Wow.
A ver, voy a pasar un...
There's a cat there. Wow, look, they cook everything right there.
Look at him.
Buenos días.
Buenas.
Buenos días. Keep the chicha in here, in this big vase.
I think he has
Hola. Oh, they have cuy running around here. Okay, let's try our chicha from this chicheria. We decided to sit outside instead of inside. It's really dark in there. Typically, chicherias are very dark from the ones we've seen in the Sacred Valley. You like
It's
it?
got sort of like a tart sour flavor that's good and sweet all at the same time. It's hard to describe the flavor to
Hold
people.
I got a bit of hay or something.
So we decided to share a cup because a lot of times we can't both finish one, and this will probably end up being a solo. Hi, chicken.
Yeah, they always serve them in these same kind of glasses, these huge glasses, and we don't need that much.
No alcohol in this
liquid.
one. Most of them don't have it. You have to ferment it longer if you want alcohol. But it tastes good anyway.
We're wondering, is chicha good for you in a way because it's fermented? And a lot of foods and drink, when they're fermented, they're very good inside of you. Good bacteria. I don't know. Let us know in the comments if you know. Look at this. I spot some toothbrushes up here next to the sink. I wonder if this is where they brush their teeth and get ready for bed. Right here outside. Laundry. They have chickens in this house. They have a sheep over here. Their house, possibly. It's so crazy to us what happens when you actually go into these little casitas, the backyards of some of these houses. So they have a bunch of animals. They're all running around. They're all living in harmony together. So a cat, dogs, chickens,
Sheep, guinea pig.
cuy, so guinea pig.
And yeah, they don't try to eat each other from what we've seen.
There are tiny little chicks near the cats. The cat isn't attacking it. The dogs aren't attacking the cats. The cuy are just running around the kitchen, guinea pigs.
The chickens are wandering around the kids, stepping over them. It's crazy.
And they're all just fine with each other. They're all friends.
I like it.
Amazing.
Harmony.
So I think we're done with our chicha. And we're gonna walk around town a little more and see what we can discover before we go back to Urubamba. Guys, look at all the chicherias in this town. We have one right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going all along this road.
And this is just one street.
Wow. Oh, underbite, and then the biter puppy.
Hi, buddy. You probably don't get much love.
When you're the best of friends, having so much. Oh.
Wow. How would you like to go to church here?
So I think we were just told before we leave Maras to come and see this. But it was in Spanish, so we're not exactly sure what he said this was. Maybe an old
Temple.
colonial church.
Yeah.
An old temple. Yeah, it has a cross.
It is surrounded by snow-capped mountains. It looks unlocked, so should we check it out? I'm scared.
Okay, so it is a very old church. Huh, yeah, that's good.
Why do you hear mask?
Just had our church experience for the day.
And we're about to leave. This has been an awesome experience. Everyone in this town has been so friendly. Probably the most friendly out of anywhere we've been. Super kind.
Since we got to Peru.
It makes us feel more at home. Lately we've been struggling a bit.
Yeah, it makes us want to maybe stay in Maras instead of staying in Urubamba or Lima or any of those other places. We would love to just spend a little time here where all the locals are friendly to us. It's
not much is open, but it's peaceful.
It's very tranquil here. Yeah. So we talked to a driver, a taxi driver. He will take us back to Urubamba for 20 soles. So 20, that's 10 each. So less than $3 each.
Also, a lot of people will go to the Maras salt mines and then combine it with a day trip to
Moray ruins.
But we're gonna save that for another day. We're for sure gonna go. We heard it's open, and we'll show that to you in another video.
We'll probably go tomorrow, so maybe the next video. Stay tuned because that's gonna be really cool. All right, we're taking this colectivo. Okay, so we're in our colectivo, and instead of the price that he gave us for the private car, it's 5 sole each.
We offered a little more to leave right away though, because we needed one more person. So they're like, we'll just pay you the cost for one more person. Otherwise we're gonna wait a half hour.
Yep. So some of the best days that we have in Peru are the cheapest days. Like today. Let's put it together really quick.
Alright, 12 sole for our breakfast / lunch. And to get back, we took a colectivo for, well, we ended up paying 7 sole each, so 14 plus 12. So 14 plus 12 is 26 sole. So less than $9 for the entire day.
Yeah, because these salt pans, usually that's 10 sole a person, which isn't much, but there was nobody to take the money today, so nothing for that. We had an awesome day, and we barely paid anything for the whole day.
So that just goes to show you do not need money to have a good time. You also don't need a ton of money to travel. I think that's an illusion a lot of people believe.
It's a misconception.
I mean, traveling isn't cheap necessarily, but you can do it smart and you can do it cheap if you really need to.
And that's something that we want to prove to you on the Travel Bum channel. So we're gonna do some days where we travel very cheap. We're gonna tell you how to do it, why we did it, in what way, and how much we spent. One thing we also really want to do is we want to put our spending at the end of each video. So how much did we spend for today? Let you know what we spent it on, how much, so you know that you can travel really cheap. Would you guys be interested in that? We'll start doing it at the end of most of our videos if you're interested. If not, it's just unnecessary work. So let us know in the comments if you'd like to see that, how much we spend per day.
And I think we told you guys we were going to do a Q&A, but are we going to do that?
I don't know. If we do a Q&A, here it is. If not, see you in the next video. Wow, this is a cool experience. I got a bit of hay or something.
Buen trabajo. Buen trabajo. Buen trabajo. Está bien para to sit.
You should head to Instagram, find us at Alexander Travel Bum, and that's where you'll find daily stories and photos about our travels. Hey, thanks for making it all the way through this video. If you want to watch more, click one of these videos, subscribe because I'm traveling all around the world and I'm sharing the whole thing with you. Thanks.